One unfortunate thing that has happened at Cocoa Board, as I've been reliably informed, and I know they cannot deny, is on an unnecessary theft war happening at Cocoa House. It is needless, it is not supposed to happen, and I am shocked that that has happened. The president indeed appointed Dr. Randy Abbey, who used to sit where you are seated. Maybe you are also modeling to be chief executive of Cocoa Board.
I've heard you.
Yeah. Dr. Randy Abbey, who used to sit where you are seated, he appointed him chief executive of Cocoa Board. And as a responsibility of the chief executive, together with his board, they appoint and move around directors. Indeed, he moved a lot of them. If you go to Cocoa House now, I'm sure, if not for the fact that I know people at different levels, I'll look like a stranger there, because most of the directors we worked with are either somewhere in some corner, you cannot find them. But at least pushed some people up. The managing director of Cocoa Marketing Company was moved to an innocuous office. I doubt what he's doing at the moment. But hey, they say we shouldn't talk about the fact that they are not doing anything. The fact that they've been reassigned to something else, we should keep quiet about it. But he promoted a deputy managing director to become the managing director of Cocoa Marketing Company. And I have no doubt about the competence of the gentleman Dr. Abbey promoted to become the managing director. He is someone who has spent his entire life trading cocoa. He understands the industry very well. One fine morning, or one unfortunate morning, I should rather say, there was a motorcade followed by Land Cruisers, drove to the compound of Cocoa Board, and a gentleman popped up and said, well, I have a, not a white letterhead, but I have a green letterhead from the President of the Republic, appointing him as the managing director of Cocoa Marketing Company. So the one Randy Abbey promoted to the position of managing director must leave. And this gentleman took over as the managing director of Cocoa Board, and he's supposed to be our chief marketer. This chief marketer did not go just to market, but he went there to say that, I'm the new sheriff in town. Who is Randy Abbey? He has a green letter just like myself. Then the theft war started. Randy says A, and he says B. Not ready to listen, not ready to engage, and not ready to collaborate. And the theft war has existed from the time this gentleman was appointed to date. So just look, and why is this theft war relevant in the conversation? It is relevant because the Cocoa Marketing Company, which this wisdom gentleman heads, the guy who is fighting Randy, they are supposed to sell the cocoa, but they only sell the cocoa based on mandate given by a committee who was chaired by Randy Abbey.
What's the name of the committee?
The committee is called the Sales Executive Committee.
Okay.
It is chaired by the chief executive of Cocoa Board.
Sales Executive
Committee.
Okay.
And the Cocoa Marketing Company, which this gentleman heads, they are responsible for providing the technical support for the decision making. And it's one, if not the most important committee at Cocoa House. Because if that committee gets it wrong, the entire cocoa industry is messed up. And that is what has happened. That committee, I am told, reliably, that even sometimes meetings are called and the managing director of the Cocoa Marketing Company says, I'm not in a good mood.
And that's wisdom.
He doesn't
attend.
He's sick. He doesn't show up. And even when he shows up, it's a different story altogether. Because he doesn't see eye to eye with Randy. And this is a critical part of the board. So instead of sitting down, jaw-jawing, bringing out the best of ideas in a collaborative manner for the industry, they sat down, engaged in needless theft war. Now the price has dropped to 4,000. Now you're unable to sell the cocoa. Now they have a mounting debt of about 11 billion owed to license buying companies. Now they have about 300,000 metric
11
tons.
billion
11
cedis.
billion cedis. That's supposed to go to the cocoa farmer. Well, they may say that the money has to go to the LVCs. As to whether they help them, they have found a very funny way of going about this whole issue. Oh, blame the former government. Oh, there was debt. Oh, there was a rollover contract. Oh, they didn't go for syndication. They didn't even pay for the syndication they contracted. Yesterday, I put out an information to debunk that misinformation that they had gone ahead to share severally, that we did not pay for the 2024 syndication. The 2024 syndication was paid in full. So they should stop telling us.
But how did you pay it? How did you pay for the syndication?
You pay for the syndication with cocoa contracts.
Okay, cocoa contracts, okay.
Cocoa contracts.
All right.
I'll even come back to the bit about those who are suggesting. The editorial you read suggested that we should go back to the syndication. Now it is even difficult for Cocoa Board to go back to the syndication, and this is the reason why. Yesterday when I made a post, someone said that, well, Cocoa Board books were bad, and that is why Cocoa Board did not go for syndication. It is not accurate. Cocoa Board syndication is largely based on cocoa contracts. And this is how it works. You sign contract with the trade houses, and the contracts are lodged with the arrangers. And then anytime you deliver cocoa, then the money is paid to the lending banks. So they look at the contract you have, and that is the basis of signing any syndication agreement. Today, we have about 300,000 metric tons of cocoa that has not been sold. You have to sell that. The cocoa that is on the farms, you have to buy and sell that before you can also sign new contract, which you will use as a guarantee for any future syndication. And now you have stocks you can't even sell, because every cocoa you are going to sell now will be something around 4,000. And you know what? With spot, you may get in the 4,000 the market is quoting, but with futures contracts, it may be higher or lower. Mm-hmm. And if in a situation when it is lower, you see how precarious the condition or the situation we find ourselves in. And that has been caused by the NDC government and by the management of Ghana Cocoa Board. And they decide to hang it on the predecessor. The lack of candor in their conversation, the lack of sincerity in the engagement by Cocoa Board is part of the reason why we are struggling today in addressing the problem. I remember I saw a TikTok video by the head of public affairs, the gentleman who took over from me at the department, saying that, oh, this was in December. The reason why farmers had not been paid was that there was someone who was supposed to sign a check, and the person had traveled. And since the person had traveled, it was the person's absence is what caused the delay. And I said to myself, what has changed at Cocoa Board? Because I know that no single human being's absence could cause that to happen. Because if you are not there, you hand over to somebody. And the person can sign. And it's not just one person who signs. I do not know if the system has changed. I know the chief executive does not sign checks. But the deputies and the directorate, the finance directorate handles that. And you, at every point in time, you have more than enough people who will be there to sign the check. And they said that was the reason why the farmers had not been paid. I'm sure the person, even if tomorrow Uncle Kwesi's favorite country, even if the person had gone to Kosmukaya, the person would have returned. So why have the farmers not been paid? Day in, day out, they keep telling us, oh, well, we are sending money to the farmers, we are sending money to the farmers. Where is that money coming from? How are they raising the money? What is happening to the contract? And the lack of candor I talked about. Dr. Abbey said the Ghana cocoa has become expensive, and that is the reason why buyers are not buying it. And that is another untruth, unfortunately. Because if you say Ghana's cocoa has become expensive, since when? Ghana's cocoa is always considered premium cocoa. And it did not happen in 2026. It has been the case over the years. The reason why one may say at this time that Ghana's cocoa is expensive, it is only because now the price you fixed and the price available on the market is lower. The price you fixed and the price on the market, what is on the market is lower than the price you fixed. So if you decide to sell now, you will lose out. It doesn't in any way mean that it's because Ghana's cocoa is expensive and others are selling cheaply. They should be honest with us and help, let all of us help in addressing this problem.
I have some questions for you, but I'll defer that for now. And I'll tell you. What's your appreciation of what's happening to? I mean, you don't work at Cocoa Board. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't work at Cocoa Board, but
what do you know?
They've shared, as expected, they've shared some speaking notes with all government communicators.
Oh no, you don't know that for a fact.
Oh, I know that for a fact.
Don't do that.
You know, Moro, me, Fiifi Boafo, I've been in this media space for so many years, and you know that.
Well, but it's not a crime, is it? Even if
no, there's nothing wrong with it. So he's going to speak to you.
It's to guide.
Yes, and then in there.
Do you have thinking?
Oh, he has it.
Lawyer, he's behaved like a typical lawyer on the other side, trying to dismantle you before you start. That's okay, but I will untangle the things he said. Right. Moro, I feel that it is a bit unfair if we allow the turf war situation to land. Because Dr. Randy Abbey is a call away. Sam Jerome, who has taken over, I think, from you, is also a call away. And the MD for Cocoa Marketing Company is also a call away. Okay. We need to get this to the bottom of this. However, this board, the board that is managing Cocoa Board currently...
not to take your time, but this turf war thing, I don't know how much they will decide to polish it up. To the extent that December, you have one party in this turf war setting up to have a party at Cocoa House and another party calling for it to be dismantled in the presence of the staff of the board. That is the extent it's gotten to.
You know this for a fact, or this is just hearsay?
For a fact. But
no, this is hearsay. This is hearsay.
It's not hearsay.
No, because you were not a participant.
So this is cannot say.
Yes,
but there's a potential evidence is there for us.
No. This is what you were told. So
right. And it's not coming from one person. You know, when you go to Cocoa House, there's a place called Abuja. When Cocoa Board staff listening to me, they know Abuja. Okay. Abuja is a place beyond Cocoa Board, and the staff go there. And they say, if you want to know what is happening at Cocoa Board, go to Abuja. And this is information from Abuja.
Again.